Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Play Space Run. I'm just going to jump right in here. We're doing a little bit of grinding today, so nothing too terribly exciting, but we're going to try to 5-star some of these older missions and then see what happens. So we get to keep all of our equipment that we've had from our other missions, which basically means this is solely to be able to see if maybe we can micromanage a little bit better and get a little practice in regards to being able to optimize how we play the game here, but otherwise, you know, nothing too terribly major after that. Let's go ahead and here's what I want to do is place guns like this to mitigate these larger asteroids here. So I believe these are the larger variety of asteroids after all. Let's see if we do that, and then we could put engines here, or we can put engines here and here, and then do a power booster like so, and then that'll give us the ability, an option to be able to not only super boost a couple of engines, but also rapid fire if we really need it, whenever these guys start popping up everywhere. So, because if I remember correctly, that's, you know, a good chunk of the threat in this particular level comes specifically from these asteroids, and we are going to, can't rapid fire because I keep forgetting it needs yeah, there we go. Our passives are already giving us a significant bonus to our destructive capabilities here. Alright, we're going to put one gun up here and start it off right there. And then the next thing I want to do is actually be able to build engines here and here, and then boost those just pretty much every chance that I get. So that's the plan. Alright, these guys are going to get one shot. That's totally fine. And then we are going to reorient you this way, and we are going to need at least one more gun to fend off from this angle here, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright, we got more asteroids coming in down there. Let's go ahead and build you right here, and then reorient you immediately. Okay. I don't think we have to worry about too many large pirates. They are probably not going to be a major feature here, but just in case, we will probably put up shields and ion cannons whenever that comes to it. Okay, so let's see. We want engines. Engines are our top priority right now. I'm very tempted to do just a tactical break even to see if I can rush this money just a little bit faster. But fortunately right now our passives are doing really well, and that's going to basically save us. That's a smuggler. He's actually going to attempt to attack us. So, oh man, here's the big debate, right? Do I keep it like I've got it here and then hope for the best, or do I actually go ahead and build an ion cannon to help with the defenses here? I think what I'm going to do is, before I forget or put it off any further, I am definitely going to build an engine, and then we only need that much to be able to do that, so there we go. That ought to help considerably, and then I'm thinking about doing a power supply right there so that we can use all of our special abilities that are inherent in the value of the guns around in this specific area. There we go. Disabled his gun. That's going to help considerably, and then we can boost pretty much as soon as we please. So, oh, we disabled the gun again. Okay, I just saw a couple shots go off, and I was like, oh no! Oh wait, we're fine. We're totally fine. Alright, let's go ahead, and we want to boost him immediately because that's going to help us right now. And then there'll be some time to cool down before we have to worry about that. And it looks like we're already clear for lightspeed delivery, which is great. If we can continue to get ahead, then all should be relatively well, I believe. So let's see, what do we want to do right now? We want to wait and see if we can actually, there we go, reorient just a little bit. I don't know, well, you know what, let's reorient forward. There we go. So, okay, and there we go. Cool deal. And that's enough for another engine. We're doing good. All those upgrades really do help after a point, huh? So, next. Oh, let's reorient you this way. You need to be reoriented this way very quickly because you're both taking heavy damage. This is no good. Alright, can I reorient you over here? Alright, we're going to need to do some repairs and some gun replacements, it looks like. Okay, let's repair and do this number. There we go. Reorient. Repair. We've got more ships coming in that are pretty hardcore, so I might actually go ahead and build a missile defense after this boost. Okay. And we're going to reorient you this way. And then reorient you forward. And we should be fine. Because, yeah, this is smuggler, sure thing. No big deal. I'm not too worried. Again, it looks like we are clear for light speed delivery here. We just need to be able to play it safe and not do anything completely screwed up in order to preserve our current doing okayness. Let's see. Can we please? This is making me really nervous. I don't like that. Right there. That was bad. So, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and we are going to build up some defenses here. Okay. And I should have probably done this quite a ways back, but again, our priority has been making sure we get to light speed delivery more so than anything else. Okay, please do some more damage. Thank you. Can I reorient you over here? Alright, at least you can rapid fire, and it looks like we're going to need it here in a second. Alright, oh, hey! Okay, rapid fire now. Rapid fire now. Okay. This is going to be fine. Alright, we're going to completely annihilate everything on that side, and then lose some guns over here, but that's okay. We'll recover. Alright, let's go ahead and rebuild this, and then I want my shield here. Again, maybe a little too focused on the front guns, but that's not the worst thing. Oh, and we're done. Okay, cool. That's fine. And we did it. Light speed delivery, all cargo recovered. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We're going to do this one more time with a different mission, and then, yeah, see what we end up with. There we go. We now have 36 stars, a few extra credits in the bank, and, yeah, let's see what that's going to allow us to do. So, haste increases fire rate of weapon by 50%. That seems like maybe the best idea. Let's see. Ion cannon increases out-of-order effect duration and damage on shields by 50%. Also sounds really good. Oh man. Alright, power up each adjacent construction with 2 power, high drive booster, fusion reactor. Good planning can make these very useful. Okay. That sounds like, yeah, they're, cells restore 5 hit points per second. I'm getting that. Since we tend to take quite a bit of damage, but we'll get some of the other fun stuff after we're done doing this slightly grindy business. So, let's see. What do we want to try to do? That's got a boss in it. Planet Express. We'll go ahead and we'll try this one really quick. Because, yeah, okay, let's see. Where do we want to put these guys again? What would be a better location for everybody? Because what that does, if we put these here, that eliminates 2 blocks where we could put engines. So we just have, well, we still have 5 where we can put engines, but we also need to balance that out with a bunch of other stuff, right? So, unless we just do 3 engines here, and, I don't know, shields or power, and then that power is going to allow us to... Well, I'm thinking. Give me a second here. This is nice and central. It gives us power to these 2 almost immediately, but we can also put it here, and then if we put shields, shields allows us to not only keep our engines defensible, but there's at least 1 shield ability that should be pretty okie-dokie, hunky-dory to use. So actually, you know what, that sounds like the best idea, just to keep things maintained, and then we'll try to fit in some other engines up here. So let's go ahead and do power there, and then again, I would prefer to be able to have them someplace where I can power them both up immediately, so it looks like that might be the best bid. And then engine there, and then start. We'll immediately build power, and then wait and see where our attacks come before we start trying to figure out where else we want to go with our current setup. So let's see, power here. Okay. And then, alright, we got small meteorites. Those are small, right? Let's go ahead and build one there. Small asteroid, yeah, not too bad. And then we'll do another one here. I'm thinking. Okay, we can do power shields. Alright, we've got 25 left. Yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll play it cool as we can here for now. And then, yeah, well, let's see. Okay, and coming. What's gonna happen here? Okay, we've got a private shuttle, which we're not gonna focus on right now. It would be nice for the extra money, but our survival is much more strongly linked to our ability to manage these opening targets here. Oh boy, that's bad. Alright, they are repairing now. So, regeneration, yeah. So we are not going to lose them immediately. they are going to indeed repair. Let's go ahead and add another engine right now. I'm trying my best to ignore this private shuttle business. Whoa, that's a missile? Did I build missiles by accident? Apparently I built missiles by accident. Is that what happened? I'm very confused. Okay, and I wasted a bunch of money on doing... Hold on. No, I'm going to restart. I'm just going to restart because apparently I totally screwed that up. Okay, start. Okay. I might extend this video by a couple minutes, but whatever. I think it was going to end up a little short anyways last time I checked. So, okay. Let's go ahead and retry. There we go. There we go. Alright. Let me click this again. I could have sworn it said wide angle, which means I built missiles, and I don't have any idea how I actually managed to do that, so... yeah. Anyway, and you know what? Let's go ahead and build a third gun here, because this is going to be a bad place to be left undefended. So let's do that. There we go. I feel better about myself already. And then we have enough space for 2 more engines and a power cell if we really want as well, so that's not the worst decision ever. Okay, cool. So, next is engine. Again, we're going to try to ignore our private shuttle friend over here and just subsist off of the money that these asteroids give us and the lack of damage we're going to have to endure because of our superior firepower at this point. Alright, cool. Another engine. Thank you. Again, I want to keep these central here because what I want to do ultimately is build a shield battery right there. And that's going to help us maintain our time and our place in the universe here. Alright, we've got a lot of the small pirate starfighters coming in. That's totally whatever. Can I maybe get a couple hits on them? I don't think I'll actually get any money for it, but it's better to try than never find out, right? So, okay. Right now, again, saving for that third engine. Hopefully that'll put us in line to be able to at least get our standard or express delivery. Alright, perfect. This is working out really well. Okay, and then we're going to have guys coming in from that side, naturally. So I'm debating really hard here how I want to do this. Alright, we're gonna have to do it like this. That's fine. I'm okay with survival at this point. Alright, we've got a lot more little mini asteroids coming in. That's totally okay. Let's see. How do I want to do the next maneuver here? So right now, we're doing good, but we could be doing better. We're not even green for express delivery yet, and that bugs me just a tiny bit. Alright, cool. Let's see how this works out. They're scattering their fire everywhere, which is extraordinarily appreciated. Alright, one more engine. Alright, cool. Here comes asteroid problems. Okay, and this is a gunner. So we're going to figure out exactly how we want to do this. We're going to assume that a lot of less than savory attacks are going to come from that angle. Okay, we're just barely going to miss all of that. So let's go ahead, and what I want to do now is build an ion cannon here. And a gun. And a shield battery for this side. Okay, cool. And that should allow us to take care of some stuff there. And if I manage to get enough money for it, I'll go ahead and build some power so we can rapid fire. That would be pretty okay, dandy. Okay, what do we need for recharge here? No money, just a large cooldown. So we're going to watch our shields here and then maybe pull off one of these little special abilities. And then all will be well. Alright, we're definitely not doing a whole lot of damage, are we? Okay, recharged. Good stuff. I think we're going to be okay. So let's go ahead and we're waiting. If I can get that rapid fire going, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, cool. And more asteroids coming in from that side. That's totally cool. We're going to reorient this just a tiny bit. And we're not going to be able to pull off anything particularly interesting here, I don't think. Well, you know what? I take that back. It looks like we're going to get a couple other, couple more module kills at least. And hopefully, yeah, that'll be enough to supplement our income just a tiny bit. Alright, what do I want to do next? I want to add shields and or power to different parts of my ship here. Oh, hey. I lost a gun. That's cool. Whatever, guys. Alright, cool. That looks like a lot more asteroids than we normally run into at this point. And again, just barely missed all of them. Good stuff. I am fine with that happening. Alright. Is that going to actually slow them down, or is that just sort of a placebo effect? Alright, we got more private shuttles coming in. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to supplement our income somewhat considerably. So, this ought to work out pretty well. And let's go ahead and actually build an ion cannon this way. That's a gunner. We got small pirate fighters coming in. There's another gunner coming in this way, so we're going to do that. And then I'm going to build one more extra engine with a power bay over here. So let's go ahead and do this right now. No, 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 damn it. Okay, I screwed it up. That's not where I wanted it. I want to recycle you very quickly, and then we are going to put you right here. Oh, we need to reorient these guys very quickly. Alright, my guns are taking heavy damage. Taking heavy fire. Alright, cool. Cool, cool. A little scary there for about a half second, but we managed to get through it. Let's go ahead and repair these two. That's going to be the smartest idea. And then, yes, we have enough for an engine here. Maybe if we get one engine plus boost, we might be able to actually pull off some funky stuff. Inflation. Alright, that would defend more stuff. Let's go ahead and boost there. Let's reorient you down here. There we go. Not entirely necessary, but it did certainly help, and we managed to kill that ship up there. So we are good for super delivery. So let's go ahead and, well, we're not going to be able to build an engine there anyway. So let's build one right here just to secure our win, and then I'm going to build some shields right here so we don't lose it. So I believe that's what I built, at least. Let's hope that's what I built. All right, let's go ahead, and we have missiles there. That's fine. They can attack our other thing all they want. That's totally fine. And that is passive. We've got more guys coming in over here. We can... Oh, that's a missile, not guns. Okay. We're gonna... Whoa, let's very quickly build this here because I accidentally disassembled it. It wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna build missiles over here. Now we're going to cluster and rapid fire, and that should work out pretty alright in our favor. And that'll at least completely destroy this guy almost immediately, and I'm okay with that. Even though they did destroy one of our engines, it looks like we're going to be up ahead by a considerable amount here. So we've still got rapid fire activated there. This guy's coming in for some. Let's do that, and cluster here, and then that should be able to take him out fairly simply, I do believe. And then we're going to go ahead and rebuild our engine and make sure we can maintain this fantastic lead that we have here. Let's go ahead and wait and see what ends up coming for us next. And we're going to rebuild that engine. Maintain the status quo here, and that'll give us a almost immediate boost that we can use. Fantastic. And then, yeah, we're just, there you go. That's how you 5-star that level. Not too shabby. Okay. Feeling much better already. This looks like we're going to be just dandy. We managed to, yeah, not lose any passengers this time. Last time we had some rich kids end up dying on us. But, you know, what's the universe with fewer rich kids? Who knows? But, you know, they knew the risk whenever they got on. But these guys are okay. So our reputation has been preserved. Fantastic. Lightspeed delivery, 5 stars, everyone survived, and we got a whole mess load of credits. That is 48,000. Let's go ahead and look at what we could possibly get with that. There's more and more interesting options that are opening up, including the rocket battery, heavy laser turret at 41. So if we can continue our 5-star journey here, we'll be able to have basically all the options we could possibly imagine or want. High drive booster, that would make things a little bit easier and more condensed, and we don't have to use so many spaces for other engines, so that's why I went ahead and just upgraded that without your permission. I know, I'm such a jerk. And then kind of, what is this? Upgrade all thrusters plus 10% build time over the cell by 50. Okay, so things build faster, and then everything is a little bit faster there. That's totally cool. Boost, high drive booster, turns off the thruster, losing thrust power. Okay, so basically the same thing. Trail of fire dealing damage to all enemies that cross it. Interesting. There we go, and that's a passive boost. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool. We can actually turn this into an offensive weapon down the line. I kind of like that. Overload is almost a good idea. But after that, we can't afford any of the other upgrades, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Alright, cool. So whenever we come back, I'm going to waffle over which one of these I actually want to do, but I'll probably end up doing Galactic Armada, and then we'll try to do, or move the plot forward a little bit, and then we should be okay. So if you've enjoyed, this has been Cardboard Decoy playing Space Run. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have fun.